So Jeff Sessions is the Attorney General, right? So that's an important position. Now Sessions is also a massive right winger. He's incredibly conservative, and in my opinion, just about one of the worst people to be given that job. So you think that I would be thrilled at the idea that Donald Trump really wants to fire him, because he does. I mean, if you've been paying attention at all to Donald Trump and his Twitter account, which again, I feel bad if you do, like me, have to follow and keep up with those tweets. But a lot of them have been against Jeff Sessions. In fact, I've never seen a president throw his AG under the bus so hard as Donald Trump does to Jeff Sessions. So it's kind of weird to be in the position to sort of kind of defend Jeff Sessions, despite the fact that I don't like him. I don't like anything that he's done. I don't agree with him on pretty much anything. There is definitely evidence that he's a white supremacist. So again, I do not like this guy. He is incredibly conservative, and up until recently, popular among both the establishment Republicans as well as Trump supporters. That is, of course, until he committed the ultimate sin, recusing himself from the Russia investigation. Now, like as I said before, Donald Trump is incredibly popular among the base. I think the newest poll before he had like 90% approval rating. Now he's like at 77. Nonetheless, that's among Republicans. His disapproval rating is about 60%. Disastrous new poll that's came out. He's now at 39% approval rating among all Americans. So it was a huge disaster, right? Nonetheless, he's still really popular among Republicans. And consequently, popular among Republican politicians. So, look, as I said before, Donald Trump has been attacking Sessions openly on Twitter, calling him all sorts of terrible things. But related, there's a report from Politico that said that Trump has been lobbying Republican senators in order to pave the way for Sessions' removal. Now, how's that effort been going? I told you before, he was extremely popular with establishment Republicans. Well, how's that working out now? Well, in a phone conversation with Lindsey Graham, Trump had raised the prospect of firing Sessions last week. Graham agreed with it. He's like, yeah, but with one caveat, you should probably wait until after the midterms. Then you can go ahead and get rid of Sessions. Lindsey Graham, establishment Republican, hasn't met a war he didn't like, saying, oh, Sessions? Yeah, you know what? I used to defend Sessions, who's incredibly right-wing, just like I am. But now, well, I mean, you could fire him. Just at least wait till after the midterms to fire him. Oh, boy. As I said before, Sessions, old school Republican, right? He's emblematic of the conservative base. Deeply, deeply right-wing. And, of course, was the first senator to officially throw his support behind Donald Trump. Now, from the article, said if Sessions' recusal was the original sin, Trump has come to resent him for other reasons. Griping to aides and lawmakers that the Attorney General doesn't have the Ivy League pedigree that the president prefers, that he can't stand a Southern accent, and that Sessions isn't a capable defender of the president on television, in part because he, quote, talks like he has marbles in his mouth. Now, look, from that, one could extrapolate, well, obviously he's really, really angry at Sessions, but there's something in there that also belies what he actually believes, I think, about his base. You can really kind of extrapolate that. Going after people with a lack of education, a lack of a pedigree education. Like he doesn't have that Ivy League education like Donald Trump does, going to Wharton. Oh, no. Doesn't have that education, and he hates that Southern accent. The marbles in your mouth, man. But you know who he's actually talking about other than just Jeff Sessions? He's talking about you guys. He's talking about his base. He's talking about the people that vote for him. Again, he's like, oh, I hate Southern accents. I hate people who are not smart. I don't like uneducated people. I know. before he said, no, what are you talking about? I love the poorly educated. But at the same time, he doesn't want poorly educated people or just poor people in his cabinet or on his golf courses. Remember, golf courses are also for the rich. But he said, I love all people, rich and poor. But in those particular positions, talking about his cabinet, I just don't want a poor person. Does that make sense? Yeah, sure. It makes sense when you realize that he despises poor people. He sees poor people as suckers, as rubes, useful idiots, people that he can extract money from. Trump may be an idiot himself, but he is good at one thing: taking other people's money. He's a natural salesman, but also a grifter. In fact, he is very well versed in the art of the grift. And Trump University comes to mind. He despises poor people, though. And why do I say that? Well, it's because in his mind, he's a winner. He's a winner because he's rich, and he's rich because he's got good genes. He's so smart. He credits all of his wealth to himself. Oh, no, I just got a small loan of $1 million. Everybody always told me no, but, through my hard work, through my brains, through how smart I am and how good business deals, I got great genes, he became rich. Well, so what does he think of the people that are poor? Well, if you're poor, it means you're not a winner. What's the opposite of winner? Loser. You got bad genes if you're a loser. You're not smart. You're not elite. This is what he thinks about you. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.